It's often said that the first year of parenthood is one of the toughest, especially for a first child. I've struggled a lot. I've cried so much, but I've also learned a lot this past year. So as we do not gatekeep over here, I'm sharing with you 7 essential tips I've learned along the way. And do not get me wrong, some of them I'm still very much struggling with, but they are really helpful. So here are my 7 essential tips to help you make motherhood and parenthood easier. Oliver turned 1 a few days ago. I've been going through all of the emotions and the motion of realizing that it's been a year that we have a 1-year-old, that the year was very quick and very challenging at the same time. I thought it could be very helpful for some of you if you're pregnant, if you're thinking of getting pregnant, if you are in the early months of parenthood, to get a few essential tips to make the first year of parenthood easier. I've got a few things that I keep telling people, either people who have a baby, and also including a few things that I've realized along the way, or things that are really helping me in the day-to-day. And I would say the first one is quite essential, is have a loose schedule. Basically, during the week, have specific days when you're doing the laundry, when you're going grocery shopping, when you're folding the laundry, when you are doing a light clean. Have everything kind of planned out, because it's going to really help you when you are organizing your days to know what's to come, but also on days when you don't have something specific planned to do, to rest. And that is something I wish I had known, especially I would say in the first 6 months, because I really struggled to find time, and still do sometimes, to rest. I always think that there's so much to do, which is very true. There's always something to do, especially when you're a parent, because you know that everything is getting done and there's a specific time during the week to do things. So for example, for us, it looks like we go grocery shopping usually on a Friday evening or a Saturday if we're visiting family. We're coming back at the end of the Saturday and we're going grocery shopping with Oliver. On Sunday, usually we will do the laundry of things that are like bedding, towels, or anything that needs a specific kind of setting in the laundry. We'll do that on a Sunday usually. Then on Tuesday and usually on a Thursday, I will do the laundry. So everyday clothes and stuff like that. I do a quick tidy every morning or end of the day if Oliver is at home. So I start my day with cleaning breakfast, but also vacuuming and cleaning the kitchen. And a couple times a week, I will do the bathroom and the toilets. I will do usually one big cleaning and tidying once a week. That usually falls on a Thursday because Oliver is at daycare, so I will start my day with that. I'll have a couple hours of doing the laundry, cleaning, big tidy and big cleanup. I found that that works for us because it makes me feel on top of things, but also whenever I'm not feeling great and for example, Oliver is taking a nap and I have an hour and 20 minutes, I will usually tidy up and do something, or even just prepare coffee, and then I will find it easier for that hour left to rest. I will most of the time do something at the same time, but I will try my best to be on the couch and at least for 15-20 minutes do nothing but sip my coffee and watch something, and then I will get on my phone or on my computer and do something pretty light at the same time as I'm watching something. I find it very difficult for me to do one thing at a time, so it helps me feel productive but rest at the same time. My second tip is to have 0 expectations, and that's very difficult. As someone who loves to be in control and love to have a plan, this has been one that I'm still really working on because I love a schedule. I love to know what to expect. That doesn't apply to parenthood. It's very, very difficult for me, but I'm doing better at it. But basically, I would say try not to think about how the day is going to go. Try not to have too many expectations relating to a schedule, but also about feelings and emotions, because things are totally unpredictable when you have a baby. Even now we have a 1-year-old. You never know. One day he will wake up in a great mood, have a really first good nap of the day, and then he will get cranky after his second nap and he will be very clingy and get annoyed at things more easily. And you think that the day is going to go great because he woke up in a great mood from his night and from his first nap, and then you're like, what the hell? So when you have zero expectations and you just take it as it comes, it's easier for you to stay on top of your emotions. And I found that it's helpful for me so that I don't get as frustrated as I can. The third one is to remember to fill your cup. A happy mother is a happy baby. That's very important to remember. I think as mothers, especially, we need to remember that. We need to remember that we need time for ourselves in order to be a better mother to our child. If you're happy, your baby is going to be happy. You'll be more patient. You will enjoy time with your baby more. You will be in a better state of mind overall to take care of your child, because you will have done things that will make you feel good and that will make sure that you're taking care of yourself. It could be anything. Having your coffee on your own in the morning, reading a book for 30 minutes, going on an afternoon trip with your friends. It can be really anything that makes you feel good about yourself. If it's doing something productive just on your own, that's great as well. Anything that makes you feel good is a good thing. Have specific times during the week to have like bigger time on your own planned. So like, for example, if your partner is working or you're working as well, decide that like on a Saturday for like a couple hours, you're going out to a cafe with your friend, and that is alone time for you. You want to read for like 15 minutes, 30 minutes every day during the night, you do that. Make sure that you have me time sprinkled during the week to make you feel good. That's something that I've learned a bit too late, or that I didn't really apply early on, and I should have, because I've been feeling more burnt out than I should, I think, at this point, because it took me so long to take care of myself. I should have done that more. I should not have felt too self-centered, or like there were so many more things that I should be doing at that time. I should have been taking more care of myself. It's really important to do that for your own well-being and also for your child. The fourth one is very important. Communicate your needs and your emotions with your partner. You need a good, solid base for parenthood, I would say, but also parenting is not easy. Also, you are going to face situations that you've never had to be in before. And with that comes so many challenges. Tiredness is a big one. Tiredness is a beast of its own. It's going to be more challenging for you to communicate well when you're tired. That's a given. So you need to make sure that you're saying things in a very direct way. It's going to be easier for you to say things than to build up annoyance and resentment. Make sure that you're telling your partner what you need. For example, you are at the end of a very, very tiring day, very challenging, you're exhausted, the mental load is just overflowing basically, and you feel like you just need to go take a shower or a bath for 20, 25, 30 minutes on your own without anyone touching you or needing you or having to make a to-do list in your mind. Talk to your partner about it. Just say, I'm not being very patient right now. I don't like this version of myself. I need to take time to fill my cup for a little bit, but also mentally and physically to rest for a bit and just to like clock out. I need that because I'm not loving the parent that I'm being right now. I'm not loving the partner that I'm being right now. I need it. Don't wait for your partner to see that you need that and to acknowledge it, because they're in their own state of mind. They have their thing going on in their mind. They cannot read your mind at this present moment, but they also never can. So, just express things, needs, emotions, just rant if you need to. Like a big good rant at the end of the day sometimes just does the trick. So call a friend and just be like, you know what, today was really, really challenging. Honestly, don't wait for people to know what you need, just tell them. Fifth one, talk to your child. No matter how old they are, talk to them. I remember when I was in the maternity ward, it was a really, really challenging time. If you don't know my history, I have a birth vlog video, but basically we were there for 5 days. I was alone every night because I was in a double room and my partner couldn't stay. And I had a pretty traumatic birth, and 3 hours after birth, I was alone with my baby and I was exhausted. I hadn't eaten anything, and it was really challenging. So I was not feeling great, not doing great. And I remember, I think it was the second or the third night, I was awake, of course, at like 2:30 a.m. I was really exhausted. Baby was really struggling to latch, and I was in my feels basically. And I felt very overwhelmed. I remember I tried to breastfeed him on my own without calling anyone for help. I just looked at him and I was like, this is all new to me. I don't know what I'm doing. You are my first baby. I've never done this before, so we're really learning together. I'm really doing my best and I love you so much. I remember him looking up at me, and they don't really have expressions or anything at that age, but he grabbed my finger. It was just like, it's okay, we're doing this together, we're in this together. And I've done that all throughout. Still now I'll do it. I communicate, I explain, I prepare him for things, what's going on that day. We prepare him for visits, for trips. We explain how something is going to go. I explain to him his emotions, but also I apologize. So for example, at the end of the day, we've had a very challenging day together, and I'm feeling very frustrated, and I kind of snap at him. I will take a little time to breathe, and then I turn to him. I just go to his level and I'm like, I'm really sorry. Like, Mama is having a very difficult day today. I'm very tired. I shouldn't have snapped at you, and I'm really sorry, and I love you. You haven't done anything wrong. You're just a baby and we're learning together, and I'm very sorry. Probably doesn't really understand what's going on, but I feel so much better that I've expressed how I'm feeling and that I'm sorry about that. I feel like it creates a better bond together because I'm walking through this whole parenting thing with him. I want him to know that we're on the same team and that it's okay to mess up if we apologize and try to make up for it. The sixth thing is to ask for help. Like I mentioned, you need to communicate, but also I think it's important to say when you need help. And it's something that I've struggled, even now I still kind of struggle. You need to do it. It does take a village to take care of a child. When you are feeling overwhelmed or very tired or need a break, you can ask for it. And I really hope that you have a good circle around you that can help, because boy, it's really hard to have a baby and to have kids. But don't feel bad for asking. Don't feel like it makes you a bad parent. It doesn't. More often than not, it will make the person you're asking feel good, because they're like, they can trust me. They trust me to help them and to be there for you and your. The last tip, which is very important at any time during parenthood, I think not just during the first year, is to not compare yourself or even your child, your experience to anyone. Don't. Just don't. Each parenthood journey is unique. There's only one baby like yours. There's only one you, one dad. There's no need for you to compare yourself, how everything is going, to anyone, because you won't have the same history, traumas, experience, emotions. Anything and everything is completely different and completely unique to your experience. It's hard enough to be a parent. You do not need to put pressure on yourself to be more like someone, to think that someone is doing a better job, because you do not know the insides and outs of their journey. You just don't. You are doing your best. You are doing enough. You are a great parent. You are doing the most that you can, and that's enough, period. Focus on what's going on and on your journey. That's it. That's all you need to do. I've done that too many times. I've done that even this morning. I was like, I don't understand why I'm still so tired. I don't understand why my child is so anxious to go to daycare. I have done something. I must have done something to feel that way, and maybe it was this, maybe it was this, and this person is doing so much better than me, so they must have done it right and I've done it wrong. And I had to stop myself and just be like, no, because each situation was completely different and unique to me and my baby and our journey, and I should not feel anxious about what I've done wrong. I should not feel guilty about anything that I've done, because I've done my best, and that's it. That's all that I need to know right now. And I hope this video was somehow helpful for you. That's why I share what I share. I'm sometimes very vulnerable when I share something and I'm editing and I'm thinking like, should I even say that? Should I even share that? But parenthood is so hard. It's challenging. But you love your baby, and you need to remember at the end of the day that love is the most powerful thing and the most essential thing in your journey. And I wish you the best in everything. I hope you'll stick around for more, and and that you'll subscribe. And I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.